What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I want to give my my preview to the Miami Dolphins and Chiefs wildcard game. Gonna be a tough one for sure. Xavier Howard is out. Deshaun Elliott and Javon Holland haven't practiced all week. They're both listed as questionable. That's gonna be a pretty tough spot, to be honest. I hope they can both go, but we're gonna have to see. Like I said, they didn't practice at all, so. I don't love their chances. It seems like Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle will most likely play. Despite them being questionable as well. They've had limited participation all week. But all the graphics of this game on like Dolphins Twitter, like official pages and stuff like that, they've all included both of them. So that kind of gives me hope. But I guess we'll find out. And also, obviously, the weather is crazy. Last I checked, like with wind chill, the feels like temperature is going to be like minus 30. That's insane. It's crazy that last year, maybe the year before, they ended up canceling a Bills game because it was too cold and too much snow. A little crazy that they haven't done anything with this one. Now, I understand that one, it was mostly because of snowfall and how much snow there was and how dangerous and difficult it was just to get to the stadium. But still. But whatever. It is what it is. The key to this game has to be running the football. It's something that we actually do well, but we abandon it for some damn reason. Hopefully, this kind of weather forces Mike McDaniel to run the ball. And hopefully Raheem Mostert can go. Devon Achane, he wasn't here last time we played the Chiefs. He was injured. So hopefully he goes off. Raheem Mostert, hopefully he has a great game. Jeff Wilson, we're going to need him too. Because with the amount of running the football that I think we should do, we're going to need a rotation. I'd even activate Chris Brooks just in case. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to throw the ball a whole lot this game. I'm going to be really honest. I know this is a revenge game for Tyreek Hill. I really don't care. Quite honest with you. The best revenge is beating the Chiefs. Offensive line, for the most part, pretty healthy. Teron Armstead, Robert Jones, Liam Eichenberg, Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson, they're all good to go. It's been a while since I've been able to be confident in who our starting offensive line is going to be. So that's good. Edge rusher, obviously we're really beat up there. I did make a video talking about the guys that we signed. We've got Emmanuel Ogbah, Melvin Ingram, Bruce Irvin, and James Houston. a lot of veteran guys. It is possible that we could elevate Malik Reed off the practice squad. That is something we could do. We haven't done it as of now. But it is something we might do before the game. I think we can probably run into this game with just those four. I think it's probably fine. But man, we're going to be in a pretty tough spot. And our linebacker room's pretty light too. David Long, Duke Riley will be starting, and then we have Calvin Munson and Channing Tindall at linebacker. So we're pretty light there. And also D-line. We're also very light at D-line. We've got our three starters, Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, and Zach Sealer. And then you've got Deshaun Hand. That's it. That's all of our interior D-linemen. So we're gonna see. I know a lot of people were talking about, and I don't mind the idea, having some packages where Brandon Jones is essentially a will linebacker and just kind of let him be in the box, because that's where he's at his best. Just let him be in the box and let him blow shit up moving forward. But the problem is that I don't know if Deshaun Elliott or Javon Holland are going to play, and if they do, I don't know what they're going to look like, because they are both injured. So that leaves just Brandon Jones and Elijah Campbell as our safeties. I know Nick Needham can play safety if you need him to. He's done it before, but man, it does put us in a pretty tough spot. I mean, we've been dealing with this type of shit all year. But, I mean, at corner, I imagine Eli Apple is still our boundary corner, and I assume Kader Kohu is still going to be in there. Kader Kohu's really had a bit of a disappointing season after last year. I think it's probably a scheme thing. I think he's a better man coverage corner than he is zone. I'm hoping that, year 2 in this system will kind of help him, but right now he's in a pretty tough spot. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Cam Smith too, but honestly, Eli Apple hasn't been actually playing that bad for us, all things considered. I was expecting a lot worse from him just from his previous track record. But, yeah. Anyway, as far as the Chiefs go, they've got a couple guys out. Wanya Morris on the offensive line. Not even a starter, though, so I'm not really that concerned. Justin Ross and Kadarius Toney are both listed as questionable. Justin Ross had limited participation Wednesday and Thursday. Kadarius Toney had limited participation all week. So I kind of feel like they'll probably go. And Justin Ross doesn't really matter a whole lot anyway. But Kadarius Toney does. He's a big part of their offense. But honestly, the Chiefs should probably run the ball a lot too. Their running back room isn't as good as ours, but Isaiah Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire are pretty solid. Michael Pirine can play a little bit too. Obviously, Travis Kelce's Travis Kelce, although he isn't as dangerous as he has been in previous years. But even still, the defense still has some pretty dangerous guys. Chris Jones is having a really good year. George Karlaftis is a good player. Nick Bolton, I mean, I've loved him since the draft. He was my number 1 linebacker, even then, even over Micah Parsons. And at linebacker, I still think I was correct. Micah Parsons is a better edge rusher. But yeah, they definitely got a lot of pieces that make this pretty dangerous. But we're gonna have to try to find a way to run the football against these guys and try to stop them from doing the same. I'm pretty confident in our defense, even with the injuries. Hopefully we can get some kind of pressure on Pat. But he plays pretty well with pressure too. But it's going to be a tough matchup. It definitely is. It's going to have to be a tough, gritty, physical matchup. And I think we can play that type of game. Mike McDaniel just has to let us. I hope he doesn't try to just air this shit out. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. Not only just in the weather, but the Dolphins' offense for 2 straight years has proven that when we run the football, good things tend to happen for us. It really sets up the passing game better. It takes pressure off of Tua because the pressure getting to him isn't as bad when they do have to respect our running game. And when we abandon it, especially in the second half of games, it really does hurt us. But we'll see. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you'd like to, appreciate hitting that like button. Have any questions or comments in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.